We all know how important it is to keep our teeth healthy. I'm guilty. I haven't taken my 2.5-year-old in yet, but Dr. Buddy Hollowell from Triangle Pediatric Dentistry says it's not too late, right?
That's right, that's right. We do like kids to start around age 1, and those first few visits are just mainly talking with the parents and going over some things, some what we call anticipatory guidance to make sure that the children don't get cavities in the future. But once they start hitting around age 3, that's when you really want to make sure they're getting in for those monthly 6-month checkups.
So what are you checking for?
Well, obviously cavities, that's our big thing we check for, but there's a lot of other things we check as well. We like to check to make sure everything's fine with the growth and development, so that everything's developing properly, the teeth that are supposed to be there are there, there are not any other issues with that. We're checking basically everything in the mouth. So we're looking at the tongue, the cheeks, the gums. So you're really getting a thorough checkup of the whole entire mouth and all the associated areas there.
Cavities can get in between those teeth, and you can't necessarily see them with the naked eye.
That's correct. That's correct. So that's really, you know, for kids, one of the first things we like to do when we have a dental visit is we like to make sure we get some X-rays. And like you were saying, you know, a lot of the cavities we can see when we're looking around in there, but the ones we can't see are the ones that get in between the teeth. So where the teeth are touching together, I can't see in between it without X-rays. So that's why we do like to start getting X-rays as soon as the back teeth start touching, which in most 3- and 4-year-olds, you do start to see that happen.
Now, the reason I've been negligent is because I'm worried that my daughter would come in here and turn the place out.
Yeah, yeah.
And how do you keep kids who are that age calm so that you can do your work?
Well, the biggest thing, you know, it's a kid-friendly environment, and you know, there's other kids around, so that's a huge helpful thing right there. You don't have it's not quite as you know, stuffy as what you can see with some general dental offices, but you know, our staff is trained to make sure everybody has a good time and does well. Now, with that being said, there's still some that are not going to be happy, and we're used to helping them out too, and we can do some good things for them as well.
Do you have kid-sized tools, or is it the same thing that you would use on me?
There's some that are they're a little different in size, but for the most part they're about the same size. But for the X-rays, the X-ray film that we use is actually is a little bit smaller.
Great.
Yeah, they wouldn't do so well with the adult size X-ray. Yes.
Let's talk about what parents can do at home so that when they do come to see you, it's not so bad. Juice can be a big problem, can it?
That is, and that's one of the big things we talk about at every visit we have with kids is, you know, the diet is really important. Obviously, the brushing is important. We've talked about that on some previous videos that we've done, but the big thing is making sure that they're eating a proper diet. And the big culprits we really see that can get us in trouble. Juice is a big one, like you mentioned. For most kids that are younger, what they're drinking is what's causing more problems than anything.
And it doesn't matter whether it's the natural juice without sugar added or the kind with sugar added.
Exactly. The natural juice is better than the kind with sugar added, but it still has a lot of sugar in it as well. And it's a little, most juices are acidic as well. So
what about fruit? My daughter loves strawberries and blueberries.
Fruit's a much better alternative than fruit juice. But if you are doing juice, like I said, you want to limit it to about 4 to 6 ounces, which is just one really small cup a day.
Dr. Buddy, thanks so much for talking with us. Great advice. And you can find more on our website, mycarolinatoday.com.
Paige, all good reminders, because I think I overdo the juice.
I know. Well, I dilute it anyway, but 4 to 6 ounces isn't much.
Not
regardless.
much. Yeah, dilute more, right?
Yeah.